As you guys just saw from that little teaser trailer, they are working on yet another DLC for House Flipper. This time, it's the luxury DLC. Now, I saw this one when I was scrolling through Steam today, and it got me really excited. So I wanted to do a little bit of digging and find out just exactly what we can expect from this upcoming DLC. Now, unfortunately, the release date as of right now is set for February 18th of 2021. So we have to wait until next year to see this. However, we can still hope for potentially an early release, maybe early access to YouTubers who have covered House Flipper in the past. Maybe the developers will see that and, float over some early release copies to those individuals. I myself probably won't be one of them, but, fingers crossed, you never know what could happen. I'm just so excited and so grateful that Empyrean, Frozen District, and Playway have continued to update this game, not only with DLC, but just updating the game in general. So first, I just want to look at these few images that we have here on the Steam page for the DLC. Now, this first image here appears to show a pretty fancy pants living room, potentially some new wallpaper tiles that we're going to be able to use. The tulip chandeliers, we've seen those before. I don't notice any other new furniture, however, but they did give us a ton of new stuff to use with the HGTV DLC, and I can spot a tiny little white grand piano in the background, so that's pretty sweet as well. Next image here looks like we have maybe a new staircase design, which looks pretty good. We also have some columns. Now, I can expect that they would probably bring new jobs, hopefully some new tools, some new activities to do on these new jobs, which is very exciting. Now, this picture here, you guys, this is literally my dream loft. I wanted a loft for the longest time, and now that I'm engaged, I don't think the loft route is really the route we're gonna go down. To be completely honest with you, a loft isn't really the spot you want to settle down in, so I don't think the loft route is really attainable anymore. But the good news is they have video games for that exact reason, so I can build my dream loft here on the luxury DLC. Now, looking out the windows of the loft here, I am noticing that it is maybe beachfront, maybe it's on a river in a cove somewhere, so I don't know if it's going to use the same neighborhood that we've been using in the HGTV DLC, or if they're going to have an entirely new neighborhood. I know there were a lot of houses on the map for the HGTV DLC that didn't actually get utilized. You couldn't actually visit them or do any jobs there. So who knows? Maybe it's the same map, maybe it's a brand new map, but that is very exciting nonetheless. And here you can kind of get a better shot of that, not necessarily beachfront. Like I said, it's almost like it's a cove or on a river. You see a lot of houses in Florida that are basically on a coastal river section. So that could be the case. Who knows for sure? This picture here has me a little excited as well. As you can see, there's glass roofs, which is very cool. And then again, through these windows, you can kind of see some other houses off in the distance. So who's to say it's not the same neighborhood we've been playing through? But these lounge chairs do look new. I see a little bar area back here, which is pretty sick. And then the pool, of course. The pool is unlike anything we've seen thus far, so that's also very exciting. And this image is kind of what we can expect to find on these luxury flips. I was definitely hoping, when I first saw this, I was hoping that the house just wouldn't be luxurious from the start, and then you'd have to sort of, go through and modernize it. I really wanted it to be more of an abandoned, luxurious house type of feel, and that's exactly what this kind of looks like here. Here we have an interior picture. I'm assuming probably from this house. I don't notice anything aside from, again, the grand piano. I don't notice anything really different about it. These curtains may be new. This one looks like the loft. Looks like the same layout anyways. I would assume this is probably when you purchase the house for renovation, not necessarily if you do a job at the house. Normally there's, some furnishings and stuff like that in the houses when you do jobs for other people. Here we have a shot of a bedroom. We got some dead plants. I don't know if that's new. This is definitely from a job though. Well, I don't know. This might be the larger house, this one here, when you first purchase it. It may also come furnished, but this furniture looks completely toast. You'd have to literally throw all of it out anyways. But that does it for the pictures, the teasers that they've given us on their Steam page. So let's continue on down here and we'll see what the devs are telling us we can expect to see in this new DLC here. About this content, no more small houses with dozens of little rooms. Size is what really counts. You hear that, boys? Hear that? Glass roofs, which we saw, plate glass windows for walls, and a ceiling may feet above your head. This is how kings live. So vaulted ceilings, potentially higher ceilings. I think standard ceilings are about 8 feet tall, so maybe we're gonna see some 10, 11, 12-foot ceilings in some rooms. Take rundown tenant houses and old industrial buildings, factories, large commercial buildings, and warehouses. That's dope. And turn them into luxury apartments. That may be the loft that we saw. That may be the warehouse or large commercial buildings that they're talking about. New jobs, new opportunities. Moonrise Bay residents are customers that have high expectations. Okay, so my assumption of possibly a new neighborhood may be correct then. Moonrise Bay doesn't really ring any bells. I don't remember what the area from the HGTV DLC, I don't remember the name of that. So Moonrise Bay could be that one. I really don't know. They're willing to invest a lot of money in a home that will make them proud, as well as adhering to the highest standards. You will have to get a feel for the specific tastes of your customers, even if they don't already have any. With new possibilities to insert windows or create swimming pools inside houses, you guys, that will literally change the game. I've seen a couple of people on some Reddit threads basically making their own pool houses behind the property that they purchase. I don't really know how they go about doing it. I think they just use either tiles or some props and literally just stack them up until they have what's about a wall height. I don't know how they do the roofs on it or anything like that, but obviously the developers have seen that and they know that people want to be able to do that stuff themselves. So they're just going to go ahead and add it in for us. That's amazing. You'll be able to design interiors by making your wildest dreams come true. Nothing will stand in your way. Read a little bit more here. You guys know reading is not exactly my strong suit. I do read at a 3rd grade level, so just bear with me here. If you're reading ahead, that's totally fine. Have at it. It's gonna take me a minute to get through this. Luxurious but modest. If modern furniture is not your cup of tea, you can try to renovate furniture from past centuries. Okay, that's very interesting. So we're almost going to be able to, not almost, we will be able to take this sort of gross, crusty furniture and either with a new tool or maybe we'll have a workshop or something, we'll be able to bring it back to life, if you will. It will not be an easy job, but the end result will bring you a lot of satisfaction. Using classic furniture doesn't mean giving up comfort. With smart devices, you can control your entire home, change the colors of lights, close and open doors, everything without getting up out of your chair. So we're basically gonna have smart homes now too, which is very, very dope. And let's wonder if maybe we're gonna get a cell phone, maybe a couple of apps on it that we can, like they said, open and close doors, maybe open and close windows, have security systems, who knows? Kinda seems like the sky's the limit here, so it makes sense that the release date is so far away. They're going to add a lot of new features here. More options. This is the last one here. With the Luxury Flipper game expansion, we are putting right into your hands dozens of types of new furniture, classic, contemporary, antique, and modern. The multitude of varieties of color and modular sets will allow you to modify any room to fit your vision of the perfect home. It's time to visit Moonrise Bay. So now that they've said it's time to visit Moonrise Bay, I can safely assume that there will be a new neighborhood, which is very, very cool. Now, I hope some of you may have found this video helpful. Hopefully you guys are also excited about the upcoming DLC for House Flipper, but I am going to wind things down here. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.